So, what we're doing is we're doing a blind play with myself, who is Edward850, just because myself is a bit ambiguous, and Nash.
Hello, motherfuckers!
Motherfuckers. File iconboss.wad, host 2, map 30, skill 4, because we'd have to manually put in map 30 for reasons I literally cannot comprehend.
It's supposed to be a map replacer for map 30.
Yeah, it is designed specifically as a map replacer for map 30. Now, this is a product by Sergeant Mark 4 or 6. I don't
27.
know. It's in Roman numerals. I think it's IV or VI. I can't remember. I don't care. Basically, the person who made Brutal Doom, and it's probably about time he made something other than Brutal Doom, but it's been getting kind of mixed reactions on across the ZDoom IRC, as well as the forums itself. You know, people like it, people hate it. I haven't played it, so... And apparently, according to, if we look inside the zip file, if I remembered to have the zip file sitting on my desktop, I have not, because I'm a complete... Well, why did I delete the zip file? But in the zip file it says it's co-op compatible, so, and no one's played it in co-op yet, so seeing as both me and Nash have not played it before, we might as well blind play it in co-op. Makes sense. So, I'm gonna start now.
I am totally gonna laugh my ass off if we try to run it and then it says, no co-op starts!
If it said no player starts, that would be a completely different message. Right, waiting for Nash.
Alright, joining.
Check this out, script warning, unknown class,
Ooh.
red flare, explosion smoke, what? Learn to decorate. Nash?
Alright. I'm right here. Woohoo.
It spawned slightly ahead of me. That's a little interesting.
Picking up weapons, picking up armor.
I don't think there's anything to shoot yet, so... this is slow. Oh, why?
I'm so sorry!
Dick!
I forgot.
Okay, so I just see a floating disembodied hand on my screen. Somebody's clearly good at clipping.
Oh, where's that? I found you. Woo.
I've activated something. What? Shoot it?
It's John Romero!
I have no idea if I'm dealing any damage to this thing. Okay, so first problem I've noticed so far, I don't know if I'm dealing any damage to this guy.
You'll have to hit the brain.
Well, I would imagine that's the case, but... But then again, I don't even know if that's dealing any damage to it. Oh, there's an arch-file. This guy could be a problem.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, and that screen just deals damage to everyone.
Yeah, you're supposed to like hide from the running wall screens.
Ah, of course it also damages monsters as well, which is a little weird.
Awesome. It's awesome.
I'd say it's helpful.
So where exactly am I supposed to shoot? Like, I assume...
I would assume...
The head?
I would assume the head, but I'm not sure. Also... I would imagine this guy should probably do something other than just stand there. He looks pretty big. He could probably crush you with his foot, so why just stand there?
Exactly.
Another problem is that his rocket sounds can be heard everywhere.
Don't forget to turn on item respawn.
I didn't turn on item respawn. I've imagined you need item respawn.
I've got one health, exactly one health. Let's see how long I can do this. Oh, I died.
Finally. Plasma seems pretty effective.
Just spamming the plasma here. I don't even know if I'm doing damage. I don't care. Just spamming it.
Crap. I'm sorry, is he just firing Revenant rockets now? Ugh.
Hey, I killed it.
So...
Entry game over, what?
You did it. By turning the evil of the horrors of hell in upon itself.
So our victory is shitty voice acting?
Power of the demons. Their
Is voice acting on it?
vision has been stopped cold.
I hear voice acting.
Now
Or I hear something.
higher to a lifetime of
Oh, I had the music turned off.
Congratulations.
Huh.
How about no?
What?
Oh, fuck. Edward, guess what?
It just turned around and said no player 2 start.
Exactly. And also, I did not hit the record button on Fraps.
So,
I did not record. I forgot to hit the record button on Fraps.
oh no, I'm not worried about that at all. What's this no player 2 start business?
Well, probably it was trying to jump to a new map and a new...
So what is map?
Map 1Z. Whatever that is.
What's map 1Z?
You did it.
Well, I'm guessing he probably wanted to do a sort of game over, like a scripted map, sort of
Turning
end map kind of thing.
of the
He
horrors
wanted to
of
create
hell
two
in upon
mother.
itself. You have destroyed
Endgame. So he wanted to create two endgame screens, and
Forgot about it. I guess he forgot about it.
did he? I wonder if there's something else to this. Like,
But let's look in the
hey,
WAD.
hey, get this.
Yeah.
There is no player 2 star to map 30 either. What? So he's... I thought he said this was designed for co-op.
How did that even work then? Like, how was it possible? To play?
You started in a completely random location. I'm going to suggest that if I do ID my pause is now true, you either spawned at... You spawned at exactly 0-0 because there was no player 2 start.
So I just got lucky then.
You just got lucky then. So, he made... The text file says the map is designed for co-op.
Well, obviously, it's not working as intended.
So, we not only striked ultra lucky in that one, for the most part, except for his shitty dual intermission concept. But... So... Okay. Boss fight, bullet sponge. I don't know what he was supposed to be doing half the time.
I thought it was pretty boring. I don't know.
Yeah, it seemed... I don't know how to describe it. It seemed like it was trying too hard to be eventful, but lacked any sort of actual event. It's like, okay, so the problem everybody had with the Icon of Sin, the original Icon of Sin in Doom 2,
Yeah.
it was the fact that it was just a big wall that spawned lots of monsters. There was an actual challenge to it back in the day, mind you. When I first encountered it, I didn't actually know how to kill the damn thing. Then you fire the rockets in the head, and that makes a lot of sense. And doing that at the time was difficult because there was no free look or anything. It was pretty much timing incarnate.
Yeah, it was a
This
timing
guy,
thing, yeah.
he's changed the static wall into a bullet sponge. Well, I mean, the attacks are... Well, they're unique, but it doesn't really... It's not so much as a replacement of the Icon of Sin as much as it is the Icon of Sin as you truly imagined it. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, it does say in, like, the forum thread that it's meant to be a bullet sponge. Yeah.
Why would
So I
you
don't
design a boss as a bullet sponge? You design a boss for it to for you to go, oh shit, it's the boss.
Well, obviously, he has no intention of bringing anything new to the table. He's just, like, making a huge sprite.
Hey guys, instead of it being a wall, how about if it was a bullet sponge? That fired lightning attacks and some shit. I don't know. Most of the time I was dying because of the generic enemies rather than the actual attacks, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I died a lot. I'm kind of shocked how that would work out in single player. I don't want to find out, but... So...
Well, considering
and
this is like...
there was a couple of script errors when we started. We had the two
exactly.
script errors. And I'm
There was,
thinking,
warnings, yeah.
so the map, so the text file says 2 to 4 players, designed for. Doesn't even have the player starts. Clearly, it does not have the player starts. You try spawning a bot on that map, it will fail. So it's pretty obvious that he never tested it for co-op.
Yeah.
So a bit weird how you say, oh, it's designed for co-op. You haven't tested this thing for co-op. So aside from being telefragged immediately at the start by you because you're a dick, that could have a bit of a gameplay change. But as for the actual boss itself, which was the main event, it's not eventful. It's not. It's a wall that now shoots things at me. It's not a monster, for one. It's not really.
It's just
actually, yeah, that is my exact complaint. The reason why he changed this was it was a wall previously, and he turned it into a static object that's a bullet sponge. So you haven't actually changed anything. You just gave the wall attacks.
Exactly. It says in the readme here, there is a chance of the ending sequence to bug in G.
In GZ2. So you should use Z-Doom or Z-Enderman.
We were using Z-Doom and it's still bugged. I mean,
it's still bugged because it failed to find a player 2 start. Both of the maps do not have player 2 starts.
Well, I'm guessing this is overall unfinished because it does say here it's current test version.
It's a test version. I don't know.
I'm just trying to be fair here.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I think Sergeant Mark needs. I think he has a lot to. A lot to learn, basically. I mean, at the moment he's known for Brutal Doom. I don't know if he wants to be known for stuff other than Brutal Doom. I mean, it would help his PR for one. He's not particularly popular because of Brutal Doom in some corners.
Exactly.
In other corners, he's basically praised as a god. Ironic. So this, I mean, it's different, but for what it wanted to be, it's not different at all. It's different for Sergeant Mark, but it's not different for what it needed to be. And I don't know if that's an indication or if it's just him chucking up a beta test because he felt like releasing something unfinished.
Well, probably, I don't know, he probably does not treat it as like a project, you know, just something he puts out because he can. I don't know.
It seems like a bit too much effort for just something because for just the reason of because you can.
True.
I'd say final verdict. It doesn't really replace the icon of sin.
No, definitely not.
It's just. In fact, it's probably worse because it's no longer a puzzle boss. At least the original icon of sin had that. It was a puzzle boss of sorts.
Yeah.
It's pretty much cheesed now, but it was a puzzle boss. This thing is just. Well, it doesn't even have that to its name, so. I don't know.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. One snorkel and a sea urchin.
Well, what is one snorkel worth and what is one sea urchin worth?
I don't know. Ask Scuba Steve. He came up with the rating system. But
Okay.
Edward, what does it mean? I don't care.
All right.